We're not allowed to cuss anymore. We're also not allowed to do wheelies or burnouts or any kind of stunt riding anymore. You get demonetized for that. We're still going to. Ha!
Jive talking.
Man.
KRUESI Originals.
Good morning, everybody. I'm Ryan KRUESI, and this is KRUESI Originals, and it is 2023. This is our first official film session in 2023. I know their videos have came out, well, truck stuff, but that's not the real production stuff. We ain't got Jake and the fancy camera and all that. That's just me with the cell phone. It's not quite as good. This is our first video back, 2023, full production type video. What's going on? What is the date today? It's January 16th. So we're halfway through the first month of the year, and I'm just now back in the shop, which I'm fully not back in the shop yet. I'm probably here for a couple days. And then I gotta go back downtown to Sean's shop, Street Bike Sean's. That's where I've been building my race truck. Me and him have been working on a truck that got extremely out of hand. But we could have done it in like 3 days if my truck wasn't turbocharged and another bunch of crazy stuff that turned it into an ordeal. So I've been down there putting in 13-hour days since December 23rd. I took Christmas Day and New Year's Day off, and we've just been going nonstop. I came in here and tore a couple motors down and stuff so they go to the machine shop and keep things moving as we can, but I've been hustling. These guys, Trent, Matt, have been here at the shop the whole time, keeping things going. We got a lot of things coming up this year. We got a lot of big plans. We got a lot of big things to do. We got a lot of big stuff to give away. A lot of big builds to do. We've got an original Gray Ghost Fat Boy. This is the very original first Fat Boy that was ever made. There's tons of history behind it. If you don't know about it, do some research, because we're going to be doing something wild with this bike. I'm going to build it either all the way back to Extreme Factory, so it's an original Gray Ghost, because they only made 2,500 of them, or I'm going to just blaspheme it and just build something wild out of it, but we'll see. We got tons of K-bars and parts and everything stocked up like crazy. The monkey exhaust was shipped out to Stealth last week, the one that I built. That's going to go into manufacturing here soon. We should have that for sale soon. Stealth Performance KRUESI Originals monkey exhaust. It's also going to work probably on Groms. I forgot to test fit it on a Grom, but they're the same bike pretty much. If it doesn't work, there's an easy fix. Buy a monkey, get rid of the Grom. They suck compared to the monkey. Monkey's getting all tore down. This is going to be a series we're going to be doing this year. We're going to tear this down completely, and I'm going to build it into a small version of my Dyna. I'm going to paint match it to my Dyna and all that stuff. We're going to try and have this done before April Bike Week. We've got a bunch of wild stuff going on during April. We're in a little contract negotiation for something awesome. The Road Glide is done, except for the front fender. I made it a little too tight, so I've got a new tire I got to put on and a new fender that I'm going to raise up just a tiny bit, like 1/8 of an inch. I still want it to be tight, but just tight enough. Matt's working on derby covers. We got a trike over there. Guess what we're doing with that? Not a goddamn thing. You cannot tell me trikes are cool no matter what. Race bike is almost done. We're building it into a supermoto. It's gonna be the street assassin right here, the sport bike killer, the 150 plus horsepower super monster that weighs next to nothing. I got to put some brake lines in and wire up the brake switch. And I got a rocker box that's been leaking since race 1 that I need to fix, and she's ready to rip. I also need to get it tuned back down on pump gas because it's way too much on race gas. It's not even fun to ride. But guess what we're doing today? We're working on the Stuntail again. Guess what the Stuntail has on it now? 14s! Look at them! It's Gap, brother. It's Gap. Remember the old mind the Gap thing? You know, like chicks, you'd be like, man, check out the Gap. It just looks like wide hips to me in a open area. Small Gap's better on chicks, not on motorcycles. We're gonna put in a Mueller Easy Pull because the clutch is brutal. This is a Mueller Easy Pull. It's a whole new ball and ramp system for your clutch. This is the only Easy Pull that works. If you buy another Easy Pull for your transmission, it doesn't work. I promise you, they're garbage. This one costs 3 times as much as the rest of them because it actually works. The rest of them are just some bullshit lever or whatever. This is a full ball and ramp, so the geometry is changed. This guy, I can't even squeeze it right now. I rode the lot for the first time on Saturday, first time in 7 months since neck surgery, and my arms hurt so bad. I think I pulled a tendon. But God, this thing is brutal. It's only got a 10 over clutch in it. This is a first generation elite lever, and it is not that elite. It's really old, but this thing sucks, man. I hate a heavy clutch. I want to be able to pull it like one finger like butter. This guy takes, I think, 30 or 40% out. Whatever it is, it's generous. I always run one of these on my personal bikes with a lever, an easy pull lever, and this, and I don't run heavy clutch springs because I like them like butter. Also today, I'm supposed to be getting a Brembo caliper that I ordered months ago, it seems like. Brakes suck. You guys know the brakes suck. I've had nothing but trouble. So I'm finally going to give up and get a different caliper in the back. We've rebuilt this one. We've done everything to it. This bike was in a wreck, and the caliper's got some bad dents in it, and it's just not, it's not it. I've got a 19mm master on the front. I've got a Brembo 4-piston coming for the rear, and a KRUESI universal radial mount brake thing that we're going to have to do some machine work and make everything work. But we're going to go full brakes, full nasty, and then I'm going to stunt ride this thing. I swear to God, I am going to clutch up a sit-down wheelie on this. And I love all you guys sending me videos of that one dude doing a stand-up wheelie on the freeway on a Softail and going, what about this guy, KRUESI? He's wheeling a Softail. He's doing a stand-up wheelie on a Softail. If you know anything about stunt riding, you can clutch up anything from stand-up. Anything. Lawnmower, golf cart, Chevy Silverado, whatever it is, if you're standing on the seat, it'll clutch up and you can ride a wheelie on it. It's the least impressive thing there is to do on a motorcycle. Also the most dangerous thing to do because there's no brake control. I'm talking about from a sit-down. Sitting in the seat, clutching up a wheelie is the hardest thing you can do on a Harley Davidson. They are hard to clutch up. But I'm gonna make this happen. I've already clutched up a wheelie on it, but the brakes were so bad that I didn't bring it up tall. I stayed like a little vroom, vroom, vroom power wheelie because they were terrible. It was just terrible. Gotta have good brakes. So I'm gonna get started. First thing I'm gonna do is take the bike off the lift, because I'm gonna show you a nice little shortcut to putting an easy pull in or working on the clutch cable or anything on this side of your motorcycle. Before I do that, like, subscribe, ring that bell, KRUESI Originals, KRUESIOriginals.com for all your good stuff. And remember, if you go to our Patreon, for every $5 you pledge on Patreon, enters you in a chance to win new stuff. We're giving away new stuff all the time. Right now, we're giving away a custom saddleman of your choice. As long as they make it for your bike, we'll build you a custom saddleman. We'll be pulling that winner around Valentine's Day. Patreon, KRUESI Originals. That's about it. All of our podcasts are on there, and they're funny, and they're pretty dope, and we gotta do one later today, probably. I'm getting to work! Just kind of check how she's sitting. I'm gonna let it sit like this for a second. I'm gonna gather up my tools, and then we're gonna start pulling stuff apart. I need to break the clutch loose. It's just fucking lighting some receipts on fire. I don't know how it started the fire over here.
Lighting your receipt on fire.
Yeah, you know what my wife does at the bar, so I light my receipts on fire. She hasn't caught up to the things are online shit yet. Where's the blue trays at? One time we were at a swap meet and this dude kept coming up to us talking about his Sportster and how everything he was doing to it was a full chop cut rebuild. So what are you doing? Oh, handlebars, man, looking for new switches. I'm doing a full chop cut rebuild. I don't know what the that means. You know, chop cut rebuild. Why don't you just not chop it and cut it in the first place and keep it nice? Somebody's watched too much Power Block. On Horsepower TV, Jamie's putting in a new catalytic converter high flow exhaust. I would love to do a Sunday morning KRUESI Originals Power Block where we got like the homies from the YouTube world together and we all put all of our like rad Sunday Power Block videos. Steal my idea, I'll beat your fucking ass, I promise you. But oh yeah, test me. Yeah, I'll put the idea out there, that's fine, y'all can know about it, but trust and believe I'll come knocking on your motherfucking door someday if you end up with a Power Block TV channel doing KRUESI Original shit. God damn, I missed a belt loop. Oh! Don't leak too much, bud, that's all I'm asking you. You can piss a little bit, but not a lot. This isn't a heavy flow day. Let's see how much fluid is this thing gonna pour out. It's always gonna leak some. Just depends on how hard your bike leans. And this one's not leaning that hard, so let's go like this and see what happens. It's a little bit. She'll clean up. If you've got a taller bike than this and she leans a little harder, it won't leak that much, but I did lose a little bit, so you're gonna check your fluid afterwards. I'm gonna get me some tools, some rags. Trent, we have me a rag real quick like. Gracias. There we go. We'll call that a dam. Now you're gonna need one of my favorite tools in the world. C-clip pliers. Easiest thing there ever was to use. Clutch cable's backed off on that side. It's gotta be backed off. See this guy, she's sloppy. It's loose as a goose. 21 degree HD. I think the one we're putting in is 23 or something, or 30. I don't know, bullshit mostly, but this guy comes out, hopefully doesn't hit you in the teeth. If it does, it hurts. Old shitter here. Loops around. Yeah, come on, give it to me. Out. All this shit here is out. Make sure you got all your balls out. Hopefully they're not in your wife's purse. Pull out the new Mueller Easy Pull. Pop this guy apart. This is real easy. Now look at this. I'll give you guys a nice example. See the ramp differences? Here and here. Much, much smaller. Much more aggressive. Take the old balls. Take your old balls, shove them in the new hole. Easy peasy. Come on, you greasy bastard. I lost a ball somewhere. Not only did I lose a ball, I'm also losing my patience. Okay. Second shot. Drop that turd in there like that. Throw a little oil on this guy so it's somewhat oily. That guy. Love C-clips. Man, are they the best. They are just the best things out there. Easy to install, great to work with. Quality products. Okay, that's done. Got a mess of shit over here. I've got a gasket that was just put on, so I'm gonna put it back on. It's a metal one. You can reuse these metal ones 3 times is the rule. I don't do it at all on a customer's bike, but on my own, you can honestly reuse these things 100 times over, but that's your own, that's your own risk. Use at your own risk.
Got a hold on me, can tell by the way I'm talking. I see they got a hold on you, I can tell by the way you've been walking.
A brake caliper just showed up. Pop that thing out. Let me show you a quick cleaning trip. PJ1, this is on our website.
By the time this video's up, it will be.
PJ1, this is like contact cleaner. It's basically brake clean. It's non-chlorinated, non-harmful to paint and powder coated surfaces, and it dries with air. So I got oil all over everything right here. Little air, little PJ1. Could have soaked the shit out of everything. Look at that. It's gonna be on the back of this bike. Man, that's worth more than the bike. Man, that's gonna be nasty. Nasty. Oh, you nasty. You nasty. That's gonna be the next video as soon as we get done with this video. Now I'm gonna adjust a little clutch adjustment. Which, man, the throw's way different. I should do a clutch adjustment in the primer. You know what? We should. Let's do that right. Let's just wheel this bitch out first and see how it feels, but I should do it in the primary also. Oh my God! Look at this. You ready for this? I wouldn't say it's fully one finger, but man, God, that's butter. That is so much better. Dude, this thing was it was like, ah, 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 every time, dude, just brutal. Bop, 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 bop. If it does, I'm not gonna mess with the primary because this feels spot on actually. But if it feels goofy, do a full adjustment, like clutch basket adjustment, everything else. If you don't know how to do that, service manual will always teach you the things that you need to know. I'm Ryan KRUESI. This is KRUESI Originals. If you want this Mueller Easy Pull, there'll be a link in the description. You can go to our website, KRUESIOriginals.com. Everything you need for your motorcycle is there. It's the shit, and it comes real fast for the most part. I think that's it. Like, subscribe, tell a bunch of friends. I'm trying to grow something here. Remember, check out our Patreon. It's dope. Watch out for the power block. Danica Patrick, where you at? You ready for the comeback? I feel like your career needs it right now.
It's getting hot.